2023. I'm Antoinette, if you don't already know, and it's a real pleasure to have you guys here. I want to say good evening, but really what is it? We don't know. So I want to start by thanking you for coming. Your support means a lot to me and to the students who are going to be sharing their talents with you tonight. They've been working very hard. I'm already proud of them. They haven't even played yet. And just in case you don't know what the studio is, I want to tell you really quick. We have a studio in Midtown near Penn Station, and we deliver private lessons for violin, viola, piano, and beginner cello. And then we take our students and we put them together in a group, and they play chamber and orchestra music and sometimes duets and things. So we're going to share some of that with you tonight. Also, coming up in the summer, we're going to have some events. We're going to have some jams in the park and other things that I have now forgotten what they are, but they're going to be fun. That much we know. Also, no one's laughing tonight. You guys got to up your game. Thank you. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and get started. Our first student's going to be Emma. She's going to come up on stage this way, and she's going to share her piece with us. I got away with not telling you the name of that piece. Didn't I? Did I? Shalom Aleichem. Yes? Okay. Okay, great. And then just the info for the performers, we're going to enter on this side, and then if you remember, after the rush of playing, we're going to exit on that side. We have a little gift for you on that side by the piano. Okay, so our next performer is Herman Verona. He's going to play for you a piece called Make Me a Blessing. So let's welcome him to the stage. Okay, thank you, Herman. Our next performer is going to be Robert Hero. He's one of my students. Soon you're going to get to meet the other teachers, and I'll tell you a little bit about them as they come up. Robert's going to be performing Minuet by Boccherini. you, Robert. Thanks for coming while you're recovering from your injury. So next I would like to introduce our next teacher that will introduce our next student, and that's going to be Catherine Gilbert. She's been with the studio for, I don't know, 3-4 years, right before the pandemic, whatever that is, whatever time that is. Catherine plays in several symphonies, mostly in the South, and she is a concert violinist and a concert pianist. So we're very lucky to have her with us. And she comes into town about every month, and she gives lessons to students who need a brush up or are just taking regular lessons with her. Anyway, let's welcome Catherine.
Hi everybody, I want to introduce my wonderful student Denise, and she will be playing Minuet 1.
Thank you so much. So next I would like to introduce another teacher to you. You may know her. This is Laura Zawarski. She's been with the studio for the last 1.5 years, ever since we've had our latest and newest and biggest space on 35th Street. Laura has been a real asset to our studio. I'm super happy to have her. Very glad that I met her. And that she can help me with students. I've lost track. I'm digging myself a hole. Anyway, Laura's going to come up and tell you about her students that are coming up.
All right. Whoa, sorry, louder than I think. So first up, we have the magnificent Frederick Gilmore, owner of the famous Riesling the dog, who you've seen at our picnic. But here comes Fred playing March by J.S. Bach. Come on up, Fred. All right, up next we have the wonderful Sophia O'Connell playing a piece that I think some of us may know well, The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild by Manaka Kataoka. All right, next we have Esma Tekbali. Esma's going to play Al-Hawati by Syed Darwish, which I believe is an Egyptian lullaby. Is that correct? Correct. Yes. Coming up next is Hao Tan. He'll be playing Jigeta by J.S. Bach. And next we have Faiza Demanoglu. Faiza will be playing, how do you say this? There you go, by Sadi Islam.
love hearing this variety of music. It's so nice. So 12 years ago, on July 5th, the day after one of my favorite holidays, all the fireworks, that I was in Canada, I missed them all, I moved back here to New York, and I started teaching as soon as I could. So to me, July 5th is my anniversary. So it'll be 12 years that I'll be in the city teaching. 4.5 years ago, I invited Marie to come teach with me, and I was showing her the ropes of what I was doing, and that was really the beginning of the whole studio. And so you can imagine, I've been very glad to have Marie by my side. Because besides, she's my other half, you know? Marie, Antoinette, we're a pair. So I'd like to introduce Marie to you so that she can introduce her students, which we are going to start the duet portion of the program now.
Hello, I'm Maria, but I think I know everybody pretty much in here. I want to introduce my amazing student who I'm going to play with on the stage. So she's going to be playing Lovely by Billie Eilish. And let's welcome Alexis up to the stage.
Lovely. I had to check and make sure that I had my joke right. Okay, next up we have Ryan Caprier. He will be accompanied auditorily by his friend Steve and Jacina, who's out in Idaho, but he was kind enough to record a piano track for us that is going to accompany Ryan. So come on up, he's going to be playing Liebe Schlieb by Fritz Kreisler. Excellent, thank you so much, Ryan and Stephen. Next up we have another duet. We have Yoon, and there is a typo in the program. Her name is not Said, it is Sadab. And they will be joining us up here for Howl's Moving Castle. Nikolai Shen and his helper, his piano accompaniment, Jasmine. So once you guys come up here, they're going to play something that is titled Much Better in the Original Language, but when translated into English is called Greatest Works of Art.
So next up is Jeffrey Johns. He came into me the first lesson we had after he graduated from the absolute beginner class. He said, I want to play Viva La Vida by Coldplay. So here he is playing Viva La Vida by Coldplay. So up next is something very special happening in every violinist's sort of trajectory of learning is the point when you finally get to play a concerto. It's sort of a big milestone. So I'm very excited to welcome up my student Chanda Chen to perform the first movement from Concerto in A minor by Vivaldi. And even though this is under the duet section, I am just accompanying her. This is totally her big solo. So please give her a big round of applause.
All right, that was amazing. Very well done on your first concerto. That was fantastic. Good. All right, so next up, we have the next part of our program, which as you can see is titled Chamber. For those of you who don't know what chamber music is, this is a small group of performers playing together in a smaller setting. So not an orchestra, not a duet, trio, quartet, something like that. So we're going to have some chamber music for you. And next up we have Yoon Kim, Miriam Greenfield, and Danilo Santos playing La Vie en Rose. Come on up, and myself.
Thanks so much, guys. Our next ensemble is going to consist of Emma, James, Austin, and Sophia, and they're going to play for you a really well-written, which most of them are, video game song, which is the theme from Elder Scrolls 3, also known as Morrowind, which is not on the program for some reason. Sorry.
right, that concludes our chamber music for this evening, and that was fantastic. I'd like to welcome a very special duet from the teachers now. We're beginning our teacher performances on this part of the program. This piece that they're playing is very special because Julia Katzman has composed it. And this is the debut of Julia's Through the Cloud, performed by Catherine Gilger on the piano and Laura Zawarski on the viola. Let's give them a hand.
Thank you guys so much. What a real pleasure. That was really great. Next up, I would like to introduce Maria Kula, who is sitting over here next to me. She will be performing something for you on her loop pedal setup tonight. And you guys are in for a treat. A lot of treats today. She's going to talk for a bit about it, and she is listed as a teacher because she does come in and she gives a monthly violin improvisation workshop in the studio. So that's one Saturday of every month, usually the first Saturday. So you're all invited to come and join us for that. You don't have to be a virtuoso to attend that class. So let's welcome Rodea to the stage.
Hi. I don't know if you are all acquainted with what a looper pedal does, but I'm going to explain it very quickly so you can follow what I'm doing. So this pedal here, that's red color, is a looper pedal, and what it allows me to do is to layer different music parts, and then I sound like an orchestra. So I don't need to rehearse with anybody else, which is me. And this one changes the pitch. The little one here changes the pitch and lowers it, so I can be a bass. And then with my bow, I can also play percussion with a technique that's called chopping. So I'm my whole band, basically. And then I love this because I can compose my own music and improvise over it. And so what you're going to hear now is one of my compositions. It's called Octopus Plans. And it has a main melody, but then everything else that I'm going to play over it is going to be improvised. So every time it's fresh, every time it's new and different. And very quickly, what this song is about. Have you all watched that documentary about an octopus? So I like that documentary very much, and I'm starting an octopus fan club. And so I like how that octopus at one moment is looking for like half a coconut. So it spends half a morning looking for half a coconut, and then the rest of the day looking for the other half of the coconut, so he can hide inside it. So I was wondering, do these guys have plans? Do they have a calendar and agenda? It's like, today is my day to look for a hiding coconut, you know? I don't know if I found that very funny. And recently I discovered that these guys have dreams as well. So they're very different creatures from us, but we have some things in common. So I hope to take you on the water to the sea world with my son, and I hope you enjoy it.
beautiful, beautiful octopus music. I love it. Maria's next class that she's teaching at the studio is July 8th. It's on the calendar, which is right on the website, NYCViolinStudio.com. She also has a bunch of shows coming up that you should go to. One of them is this Thursday in Crown Heights, and those are also on the calendar, so you can check those out with links and everything. So, right, that's good. Okay. Next up, we have Catherine Gilder, and she's going to be. Do you want to speak actually? Okay, I'll give her the mic.
Hi, everybody. So I'm going to play a piece called Summit by Michael Shmiroff, and this piece was written for me. My second year in school in conservatory, I went into an 8 a.m. ear training class, ended up sitting next to one of my best friends, and he is a composer from Canada. His name is Michael, and in 2016 he wrote this piece for me for a recital that we were performing, and it's been played all over New York and North Carolina, but I don't think anybody's played this in the last couple of years since the pandemic. So Michael's actually really excited I'm here to play it for you guys. So thank you for listening.
Beautiful. Next up, we're going to have a quintet. So the players will be Catherine, Maria, Laura, Marie, and myself. So give us a second, we're going to set up, and then we'll start for you. And this piece is called Palladio, which is a classical sounding piece, but it's actually written kind of recently. You might recognize it. Thank you, ladies, for joining me, or for letting me join you. Next up, we have our group performances. I'm not going to announce each one. They're on the program. But our first one is being played by our beginner group class. Many of these students recently graduated the absolute beginner class, which we now have running monthly at the studio. Very exciting. So far this year, we've had over 50 people take this class, which is like crazy. It's amazing. It's great, it's great, it's great. Give me a hand, give me a hand. Marie's been helping to teach those on Saturdays. So anyway, the first piece that we're going to play is Over the Rainbow. So beginners, come on up, and the rest of you that are about to come sit near the front so you can come right up. Oh, sorry. And then after that, we're gonna take one picture and then we're gonna get all the performers up for a quick photo. And you guys come up and I'm gonna say something. Do I look weird standing like this? Sorry. After this, we are going to have a little after party at Dalton's, which is, I think, a bar and grill 3 blocks down. So please come and join us for that. Everybody is invited, all 100 people. But they can accommodate, our party planner says. So Marie, take this mic back. Thank you. Okay, and let's also take another bow because you guys didn't get applause. Thank you. Oh, yes, you can. And the other one also, to say everybody.
Okay, I wanted to take 2 seconds to thank Antoinette for being amazing. We got her a little something. And she's doing an amazing job. The studio's grown so much since I started with her. And I just wanted to say thank you for being amazing. So, thank you. Okay, awesome. So now we're going to do a group photo. Danielle, I can't see you in the balcony, but I would like you to take this picture. Thank you. There you are. So all the students who performed solos, duets on chamber, come on up. Teachers as well. Everybody who played today, onto the stage. Thank you very much. And Emily has been amazing, helping us the whole day. Give us a second while we get settled up here.
Okay, you may exit the stage carefully. I would like to extend a very, very, very large thank you to all of those who helped me today pull this off, including, in no specific order, Marie Matapka, who's amazing and put all of this together practically. Our friend Danielle, who came to help us with video and pictures. Our sound and light technician, Jackie, thank you so much. And Laura, who also helped us very much, thank you. As well as Catherine and Rita, who was here earlier, our receptionist. Emily's been a great help today, as well as Miriam, and just so many, I can't even just naming everybody new. So thank you, thank you. Please come hang out with us after. If you enjoyed a performance, please let that person know. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. All right, let's do this. How? One more call. Is Hal still here? No, Hal is gone. Okay. All right. Any other of my students? Am I missing anybody? No. All right. Let's do it.
Wait, I can't see Sophia.
Yeah, Sophia, scooch. And be short for the first time in my life. Yeah! Okay, and now everybody has to make a stupid Laura face that I made.